Wireless monitoring project. Construction specification. Before the construction, it is necessary to survey the site and do the link planning and design. The same group of AP and CPE need to face with each other, and the transmission angle can be adjusted with additional bracket to protect it from the rain. We should keep the cover closing and the network port facing down when installing. The same group of AP and CPE must be free from obstacle to ensure transmission stability. Usually the access point connected to NVIA side is called AP, while the one connected to IP chem is called CPE. One AP can be connected up to 4 CPE only. All CPE must be within the scope of the launch regular face 60 degree. If access points must be installed at the same location, no less than 2 meters apart from each other. In order to complete the connection, AP and CPE must be the same model. Different models of AP and CPE cannot be connected for transmission. If there are obstacles, we need to select a relay point and use repeater mode. Repeater mode, equivalent to 2 sets of point-to-point, point-to-multi-point mode. A network cable is used to connect the middle of 2 sets of wireless AP. Wireless AP is set by DIP function. Different DIP codes correspond to different groups, IP segments and frequencies. The first button is used to choose the working mode. The transmitter is connected to the control room, and the first button of it is up. The receiver is connected to cameras, and the first button of it is down. The buttons 2 to 8 are down. Please reference the operation manual in Group 1. It is need to set the same frequency in AP and CPE, so the connection works. It is need to set up a different dial code in the same group. Make sure the power is off when setting the devices. Select different frequency in different groups of AP to avoid connection errors. For different groups of bridges with similar installation positions, we should select the dial groups that are far apart in the manual to avoid mutual interference. After the AJ is finished, you must test it with a cable tester. Before the camera is installed, we should connect it to the recorder for activation first. The power PoE port is connected to any network port of the AP, and the LAN port is connected to the camera or video recorder. The length of the power supply cable is less than 40 meters. If the wireless AP has a DC power supply port, this port is connected to the power supply, and the network port is connected to the camera or NVIA. After finished the setting of AP, the power is turned on again. It takes about 1 minute to start. The light status shown in the figure is starting. Power light is always on after startup. The VLAN light is on, indicating that the wireless signal is transmitting, and the strobe indicates that the data is being transmitted. The LAN light is on, indicating that the network port has been plugged into the AJ and the device is successfully connected. The strobe indicates that the data is being transmitted. If the LAN 2 light is off, the network port is not plugged in, or the network cable is plugged in but the connection fails. The last light of the signal light is always on, indicating that the signal is too strong. 2 or more of the signal lights are always on, indicating that the signal strength is strong enough to transmit data normally. The signal light only shines the weakest one, means the strength is not enough for transmission. The signal strength can be optimized by adjust the installation angle. Change the dial code or change the distance parameter by enter the setting interface. We should keep a complete link planning scheme and dialing records of all AP for debugging and maintenance convenience. Computer access to the switch in control room. Set up an IP in the same section as the AP. And add an IP in the same section as the camera. Ping the IP address of all devices on the faulty link to find out the cause of the fault and solve the problem.